Arches National Park is an amazing landscape of eroded sandstone, giving us fantastic views of arches and towering landforms, beautiful tan sandstone. Come on the Arches Sunset Tour to have a better idea of what is there to absorb and enjoy. We're going to catch that breathtaking view. On the Arches Sunset Tour, we're out for about 4 hours and reconnecting people with nature and having that social interaction of people from around the world. A typical guest is someone who's traveled through national parks and wanting highlights and points of interest that they just can't get on their own.
I've loved it because we've learned more about the scientific foundations to the park and the different strata of rock, and it's fascinating.
Thought it was totally transformational. We got one-on-one attention. We got so much information and knowledge about the park itself and the formations and the archaeology, the geology, the history, and you just can't know that from reading a brochure. It's just something you can't experience until you're there on the ground with someone who's an expert.
We really capture the erosion, that this layer of entrada sandstone was once solid, and here the erosion of this canyon has taken away most of the rock, leaving these thin walls and monoliths balancing, so pretty fascinating.
My favorite place, I think, has to be Park Place. We came to see it just before sunset. The feeling of stillness, and you're looking at those huge edifices of solid rock, just made you feel that there is a supreme being out there, and you're just one little grain, smaller than a grain of sand. But it was such a comforting, solemn feeling of serenity. Yeah.
Something that we didn't expect at all, but it turned out to be an entire forest of arches.
My sister planned this trip for us. She just said it was going to be awesome and come along, and I just had faith that it would be, and I was not let down. It was amazing. The word that comes to mind is awe-inspiring. The fins, the geology, just the magnificence, the sheer scale of it all. It was just incredible.
It's interesting because I'm a retired English teacher and I don't know that you can find the adequate words. In many ways, it's been even more than I expected. It's one of those things where, like any good writer, I'm going to have to sit down and figure it out how I want to say it. Because it is just beyond awesome, beyond breathtaking, beyond what I imagined. But it's like when we saw the Grand Canyon. The pictures are, yeah, that's something, but then when you're there, you just are amazed that it's 20 times better than you imagined it from the pictures. And it's the same here.
We're totally pleased. We thought that it was absolutely the right decision and we would highly recommend it. It was much more than we thought.